You wouldn't just go out there and say, I help women. Do what?
Yes.
Hi, guys. I am here today with the lovely Krista from Summit in a Box. If you guys have not heard of Krista, I'm going to let her introduce herself to you guys in just a second. But summits and bundles and all of these kinds of things are so popular right now. And they're beneficial for you as a contributor, you as a host, if you ever wanted to do them. They're just fantastic. So I'm going to let Krista introduce herself and her amazing courses and just tell us a little bit about summits.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be able to nerd out about this a little bit and answer some really great questions. Like you said, I'm Krista. I run a company called Summit in a Box, and we teach online business owners how to grow their business in really different ways through virtual summits. The reason that I started this business is because I ran my first summit in 2018 and it went so much better than I ever expected. Basically, it blew my mind and it really opened my eyes to the power of summits. Before that, I had seen it as a way to get more visible, maybe get some new subscribers. I didn't realize just how many new subscribers you could get and how much easier it was than trying to piece together all of these strategies you could possibly find to get a few subscribers here and there to make a significant amount of immediate income through the summit, but also lead people into what's next for you, whether that's a course or a service or whatever it is. I had no idea how natural that transition could be and how it would just explode my business, as well as the momentum you build that continues not for months, but literally for years after. Having thousands more people know who you are is mind-blowingly powerful. And the results have not stopped paying off even from that first summit. The collaborations I've been able to do because of it, the bigger names who know who I am because of it that I've been able to collaborate with, it is powerful. And being able to see that for myself kind of lit me on fire, honestly. I wanted to spread that message to other people. If little old me with a couple hundred subscribers on my email list could see this growth through a summit and help other people do that, that is what I wanted to do. And I have a very detail, process-oriented mind. And a summit is a very big project that has lots of details and processes. And so it was very natural to me to put together all of the templates I created for my own summit. We literally have hundreds. We have over 1,000 templates actually in our programs, and be able to be here, please never host a summit from scratch. We will give it all to you. That's what I'm all about. That's what I do. Making summits easier for people to host, whether you're a big deal or just starting out, and getting people better results as they do it.
As someone running a summit, what is the biggest, okay, fine. If we can't do the biggest, what are some of the biggest things that you wish that everyone running a summit knew?
Okay, I can even say the biggest, but we can dive into some other things. Sure. The biggest thing I wish every summit host knew is that a lot of times the positioning for your business is not going to be the positioning for your summit. And that's because summits need to have specific positioning, and that goes both for the audience and the topic. So if your audience is online business owners, creative business owners, moms, professionals, anything like that, that's not specific enough for a summit. I don't care how well it works for your business. 99% of the time, that's not going to carry over to your summit. I have seen some of the biggest names out there try that, and then they're the ones that are telling everyone that summits don't work. And I'm like, summits work. You just didn't do it right. Even though you're a big deal, you oh my gosh, you got something wrong, So get your positioning down as included in that audience. I guess following on the back of that is the topic. It has to be a specific topic, something like grow your business or live a happier life, or, those things, they're just not specific enough. Yeah. What does that look like? Are they going to reconnect with their kids and raise them in a happier environment with less yelling or something like that? You need to get specific. So that's the number one thing I want someone to know before they go on to host a summit. And if you're oh, I do have a wide audience, what does that mean for me? I can walk you through a few steps here. The first thing I always have someone do is look at what subsets of your audience exist. So for another business I run or ran, my summit, or I could have run my summit for all designers, but I'm okay, what subsets are there in the audience of designers? There's brand designers, there's web designers, graphic designers, print designers. I can break those down to WordPress, Squarespace, Kajabi designers. Mm-hmm. Break your audience up into those subgroups, and then look at things like, who tends to be the most drawn to my offers? Who do I enjoy working with the most? Who like stands out to me as something I can help with something really specific? Look at what's coming up. It could even be who am I most excited about? There can be like no actual strategic reason. It can just be what feels best to you. That's a really helpful way to start pulling out a specific audience and then look at what can I help these people with really specifically. And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't want to leave anyone out. I don't want to just do a subset of my audience. It's going to leave people out. Yeah, but you're going to host a much better summit that's more helpful for those people because of it. And you can always do different additions moving forward. And that's what we've done for Summit in a Box. Is our first summit was Sell with a Summit for course creators. Then I let my co-host take that brand over, and she has done membership site owners, service providers, speakers, podcasters. And even those are honestly pretty broad, but it's a whole lot better than online business owners. So you can do different editions of your summit and make them much more impactful and convert much more highly when you're getting specific like that. But that is the number one thing I want all hosts to pay attention to start with.
Yeah, because it's exactly the same thing like with your regular marketing. You wouldn't just go out there and say, I help women.
Right.
Do what?
Yes.
Like, do what? What kind of women? Like, or even just like, I help moms. Moms of babies, moms of high schoolers, moms who homeschool. Like, getting specific always, always, always helps.
Yes. Yes, it does. And it makes everything in the process easier. It makes writing your registration page copy easier. It makes finding the right speakers easier when you have a more specific audience who you're helping with something that actually means something. It's actually meaningful when you talk about it instead of just growing your business or being happier.
Those are so broad.
They are, and I see it a lot.
I absolutely believe it. Thank you so much for being here and talking with us today. This was so insightful, so helpful. Is there anything else that you want to share with us about where we can follow up with you or anything like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing you could check out is our quick start guide. We have a guide that like walks you through how summits can replace your slow growth strategies and just move you towards incredible launches with thousands of leads, lots of great money from the all-access pass, and naturally lead to your offers. This guide specifically also kind of compares how you would generate 3,000 leads and 100K in revenue with and without a summit. And for some of you, that might be like, that is like, I could never do either of those things, but you're still going to get the idea of how hosting a summit compares to all of the other strategies we're used to hustling and piecing together for. And it also kind of walks through like the key pieces of hosting a summit that are going to lead to a really successful launch of the summit and whatever else you have to offer. So that would be a great place to start. Also, come find me on Instagram at Summit in a Box if you just have some like questions, want to connect, want to follow along. I'm over there way too often, so I would love to connect.
I feel that deeply. Krista, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing all of your knowledge. And hopefully a lot of us will be taking your vast knowledge and all of your templates and using them for hosting our own summits maybe someday.
I would love it. I would love to see it. And thank you so much for having me and all of the awesome questions. This was so fun. And I hope it was helpful.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.